Hello, my name is James Cornelius. I'm the Sales and Support Manager here at Two Technologies. Two Technologies basically designs, installs, and manage computer and security networks. One of the questions that we often get asked from our small business clients is how much backup, or what we call fault tolerance in the industry, is needed for a small business. Let's say somewhere between 1 to 10 computers. So we decided to put this short video together as far as give you some information as far as what you need to know and be thinking about when you consider putting together a backup scheme, a data recovery or backup scheme. Basically, there's some things that I like to, 3 points that I actually like to cover. I want to be able to back up data on the fly. And what I mean by that is when you open a file and you close that file, we want to be able to back up that information as you are using it. So that's on the fly. The second thing is that we want to back up that backup. And the third thing is we want to actually take that backup and get it off site. So we want a remote backup. Let me repeat that again. First, you want to be able to recover or back up information on the fly. Okay, meaning as you're processing information, you're opening and closing files, you want to make sure that you're able to back up that information in real time. The second thing is you want to be able to back up at the end of the day that information. Share that hard drive. The third thing is you want to be able to take that particular. Now we also have here a USB hard drive. Again, we want to be able to back up information on the fly. We want to back up that backup, and we want to send that backup remotely. I think this is probably one of the easiest, cost-effective ways that you can actually get that without breaking the bank. Again, this is for a work group environment, not a client-server relationship where you need an administrator to administrate those rights, etc., etc. This is a work group environment. It's a low, cost-effective way to make sure that your data is backed up. First, I want to talk about this network storage device. And what I have here is any particular brand will do, but I just so happen to have a D-Link Share Center. But like I said, any network attached storage device or NAS will work. But one of the things that you want to look at or look for when choosing a network attached storage device is that it must be able to do what we call RAID 1. And that's very important because that will give you the backup on the fly. And what I mean by that is, I'm going to open this up, and what you might be able to see here is 2 hard drives. I'm going to pull them out. Okay? So we have hard drive number 1, hard drive number 2. And what this is we want to make sure that your network attached storage device will support RAID 1. What is RAID 1? RAID 1 is what we call mirroring. So basically, as you open a file, that file is stored on a hard drive, of course, and you close that file. But what happens, automatically is a mirroring effect. And what I mean by that is that whatever is on this drive gets copied to this drive automatically. They work together. So basically, if one hard drive fails, you'll be able to recover that data on the second hard drive. And that is RAID 1, mirroring. So again, let's say that you have this device in place, your hard drive goes, one of the hard drive goes bad. You'll basically be able to still get that data to recover, and then you put your new hard drive in, and that hard drive will actually copy everything that was on this one back on that one. So that's what I mean about having data on the fly, or basically making sure that it's recorded on the fly. It's really not that hard. But anyway, this again is running RAID 1. Okay, and on the back of the network storage device, you see your NIC card, so you can plug it into your network. And like I said, this is recording on the fly. So as you open files, you close files, the data is being recorded on both drives. The next thing is backing up that data. And what I find is a real cost-effective solution. There are other ways, but if you really want to just save some money and kind of do it yourself, a lot of these network storage devices have external USB ports for external hard drives. Now with this particular one, you can just jack right in to it. Okay, so with this particular external USB drive, you can, at the end of the day, now you have two drives in here and they're copying information one off the next. At the end of the day, you can run the software which will actually back up that data onto your external USB drive. So again, now you have backup on the fly, you have backup of that particular backup. And then you want to use a service. There are many services like Mosley. We kind of like Carbonite because it's kind of a no-brainer. We like easy at 2 Technology. We want to make sure that our clients don't have to become systems engineers in order to manage a backup. So we find that Carbonite is very, very user-friendly. Mosley as well. And then what we want to do is we want to get this information off, or not off, but copy to that Carbonite solution. And what Carbonite is basically it's copying the data and sending it to a remote cloud or remote storage device where that information can be recovered. Let's say if your office, God forbid, let's say your office is burnt down or there's water flood or water damage and you can't particularly get in to your office. You want to make sure that that information is somewhere remotely so that if you had to move into a new location because you just couldn't have access into your building, you'll be able to pull that information down within a day and get your office back up and running. So again, thank you so much. I hope that gave you some insight. I'll recap. You want to be able to basically back up on the fly, and that's what a network storage device can do for you. And like I said, any brand will do, but one of the things that you want to look for is RAID 1, and that's referred to as mirroring, and that will copy one drive onto the next automatically. It's not something that you actually have to do. Once you set it up, it will do it on its own. If one of the hard drive fails, the second hard drive will work. You put a new hard drive in, it will recover itself and basically sync the data on the second new hard drive. Then you want to basically back that information up to an external hard drive. It doesn't necessarily have to be plugged into the network storage device. It can be plugged into your computer, or you can just run software to get this information, get your backup onto your computer, and then from your computer to a remote service like Carbonite.com or Mosley.com. Again, thank you so much for your time. I hope that helped. Have a great day.